guys, welcome back to the SUPES channel. My name is Matthew Ramos, and on this channel I am to entertain, inform, and inspire using this topic of discussion as always, which is superheroes. So guys, today we are talking once again about John Krasinski potentially playing Mr. Fantastic. But the difference is that in today's video, and one of the many videos that I've made about John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic, is that in today's video we have solid evidence and teases from John Krasinski himself that he is playing Mr. Fantastic. Right before we get into breaking down all of the evidence and his involvement with Marvel Studios, make sure to stay to the end of the video for giveaway details as I'm giving away an entire SUPES merch line. Baby, this merch is fire. You're gonna want a piece of the entire line, so make sure to stay to the end of the video for giveaway details on how you can win an entire SUPES merch line. But without further ado, let's break down all the evidence about John Krasinski playing Mr. Fantastic and his confirmed involvement with Marvel Studios. So there's never been a bigger fan casting than there is when it comes to John Krasinski, Mr. Fantastic, his real life wife, Emily Blunt, as the Invisible Woman. There has never been a bigger fan casting. This is what every single fan on this damn planet is asking for. And guess what? There has been a ton of rumors. Him as an actor has been yelling at Marvel saying, I want to play this character. I would love to direct. I would love to write my own Fantastic Four movie. But now we have some evidence revolving a meeting that took place online with him and Marvel Studios. John Krasinski has met with Marvel Studios, and this is of course according to a report coming from Thomas Polito, which is a very reliable MCU insider that relays a ton of information to the fans, to other content creators like me, so I could be able to share it with you guys. And he has come out with a report confirming that John Krasinski has met with Marvel Studios about an upcoming role in which he is set to write, act, and direct. And of course, he's gone out on the record talking about how he would love to act and direct his own Fantastic Four movie. And now it seems like he's in talks with Marvel to just do that. And you know, Marvel isn't dumb. Marvel hears the fans. Marvel hears him as an actor saying that he wants to play Mr. Fantastic. And he's coming to the table to talk Mr. Fantastic with Marvel Studios. You know, in the report, it was very anonymous as they just said an upcoming role. But no, we know as fans. Marvel knows what the fans want. Marvel knows what the actor wants. And John Krasinski wants to play Mr. Fantastic. The fans want him to play Mr. Fantastic. And now they're talking. They're in talks to have him come on and act, write, and direct his own Fantastic Four movie. And I think the deal's already done. I think he's already Mr. Fantastic. And there's some evidence to that because during this whole coronavirus, John Krasinski has started his own YouTube channel called Some Good News, in which it's a very lighthearted show in which he just talks about good stuff. Our news cycles tend to be very negative, relaying a ton of information that inspires fear into people, but not his show. His show is called Some Good News. You guys can search it up on YouTube. And in one of the more recent episodes, he was breaking down a bunch of comic strips that fans sent in and a bunch of pieces of fan art. And one of these pieces of fan art was a comic strip. And then you guys can just check out the clip from his show, Some Good News, in which you can clearly see he's teasing Mr. Fantastic himself.
And finally, there's this four-paneler, which I have to appreciate as it'll be the closest I ever get to playing a comic book hero.
Whoa, let's run that clip back.
And finally, there's this four-paneler, which I have to appreciate as it'll be the closest I ever get to playing a comic book hero.
It's happening! John Krasinski, on top of the reports that came out that he met with Marvel Studios, now he's basically confirming it. No, I'm kidding. This is what we do as fans. We tend to overextend ourselves when things like this happen, but there's clearly some teasing being involved. And in every other interview where John Krasinski is talking about Mr. Fantastic, he says that, you know, he would love to play this character, but he hasn't had those talks with Marvel yet. Now, this report came out a couple of days before this clip came out on his show, and now there seems to be some reinforcement behind that. Because this report came out from a very reliable news source in Thomas Polito, now John Krasinski is teasing it himself. Usually he's more on the fence like, oh, I would love to play this character, but I haven't had those talks with Marvel. Now, this report came out and now he's teasing it like if he already knows that he's playing this character and he wants the fans to know. My God, But we don't want just John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic. We want Emily Blunt, his real life wife, as the Invisible Woman. But here's the good news about the Emily Blunt thing. That she's already been in talks with Marvel Studios. She was in talks with Marvel Studios back in the day to play Black Widow before they signed on Scarlett Johansson. Before Scarlett Johansson, Emily Blunt was gonna be Black Widow. But now, obviously, things happened for a reason, and Scarlett Johansson, my wife, became Black Widow. And now she's getting her own movie that's coming out November 6th. But now it's time for Emily Blunt to come back as the Invisible Woman, and it's very easy to re-enter negotiations with Marvel Studios when your husband is playing the lead actor. And again, Marvel's listening to the fans here. Marvel knows that the fans want John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic. He wants to play this character. And if Emily Blunt would love to be in a big time franchise, in a big time Marvel franchise per se, with starring alongside her husband. Like, that's such a perfect thing that Emily Blunt herself would want to happen. And she's worked with Disney many times before as she has her own movie coming up. Well, now it's been delayed, but in The Jungle Cruise starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Emily Blunt, she loves working with Disney, and Marvel is of course a part of Disney. So I have no doubt in my mind that we will see both John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic and Emily Blunt as the Invisible Woman. But I want to emphasize that this isn't 100% confirmed. I mean, we can put the puzzle pieces together, which makes it seem very reliable. But again, we can never confirm something until Marvel comes out and says, "Yo, John Krasinski is Mr. Fantastic and Emily Blunt is the Invisible Woman." Because things always change, you know? Things are changing now more than ever. So with that being said, you know, when are we gonna get an official announcement by Marvel Studios? And Marvel is saving this for a very important occasion, such as a Comic-Con. But guess what? Now Comic-Con has been postponed till 2021, and now the state of San Francisco has declared, you know, I don't know the exact details, but they declared something about big gatherings, like a ban on big time gatherings such as a Comic-Con until like the end of 2021 or something along those lines. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I know it's something along those lines, that there has been a ban on big time gatherings such as big time conventions like Comic-Con in the state of San Francisco, which is where Comic-Con takes place. So we don't know when Marvel is going to make this announcement, but we do know that John Krasinski will be Mr. Fantastic, as we have put together the puzzle pieces. And now it's just time to wait for an official announcement from Marvel Studios where Kevin Feige comes on stage, says, we're giving the fans what they want. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. Fantastic and John Krasinski. And John Krasinski walks out on stage and then he says, "You know what? I'm not here by myself. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to direct Fantastic Four, but ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my wife, Emily Blunt, who will be the Invisible Woman." Ah! I just see it happening. I just see it happening so clearly. And now we actually have evidence from the report coming from Thomas Polito and John Krasinski teasing the character himself on his own show. So with that being said, guys, let me know what you guys think about all of this information in the comment section down below. Now getting into giveaway details. I'm giving away an entire SUPES merch line. You're gonna want to get your hands on this merch line. And all you have to do to enter this giveaway is like this video, comment down below, subscribe, and hit that bell notification on my channel to get notified when I post these videos. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.